Shalom, first and foremost, like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who are teaching this truth in sincerity, and a shout out to Yakim that's out there on the four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth, and to Yahweh that's also listening. Brakat to Yahweh, Brakat to Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, Brakat Them. So, look at the report here on Syrian Arab News Agency as you already know what's going on between Persia and the United States, and that now it's official that there is a war going on. It won't go nuclear till the very end of it. Of course, Chris Green is out there telling everyone that Trump's about ready to attack Iran. That he's got. All that we know is that, of course, they're moving in military, but we know they are about to go to war. But you and I both know, though, that well, pretty much all of us here at Great Millstone know that World War III can't go full throttle until the mark of the beast is made mandatory. And that's why we teach that, because otherwise everything's not in order. So anyhow, Syria declares its full solidarity with Iran and asserts its right to defend itself in the face of American aggressions. Well, you know that Syria has been pounded by the United States whore and all their proxies. Syria affirmed Iran's right to defend itself in the face of American threats and attacks, stating that the United States should learn to abandon its approach of subjugating others and trying to impose hegemony and American will on them. Official source at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigrants said in a statement to Syrian Arab News Agency today that the Syrian Arab Republic declares its full solidarity with the brotherly Iranian people in what it is exposed to, and affirms Iran's right to defend itself in the face of American terrorist threats and attacks. The source added that Syria holds the American system at the same time responsible for all the repercussions that are taking place due to its reckless and arrogant mentality of politics that governs its actions and makes it in the actions of gangs, not states' policies. You see how I have always said that Bashar al-Assad is probably one of the most smart leaders out there? The source continued, the Syrian Arab Republic affirms that the free nations have the right to respond to aggression against them in ways that they see fit, that the United Snakes should learn to give up the approach of subjugating others and try to impose hegemony and American will on them, and stresses that the American system is the first and last responsible for stir, strife, and turmoil in the region. And that's all true. Everybody knows that these countries were at peace before the United States ever stepped foot in there. And the real peacekeepers, because I know that the UN likes to use that name, aka the beast, the real peacekeepers has actually been Persia, has kept the Middle East safe. But, you got Magog also protecting them, because that's who really went after these terrorists. More here from Press TV, which you can't even find their YouTube channel, so the only way to find anything on Press TV has been to go to their actual webpage. Breaking news, Ayatollah Khamenei. Iran's retaliation against U.S. only a slap. Ayatollah Khamenei's Iran retaliation against U.S. only a slap. And it looks like there's a video here, so I'm going to try to play it.
Brothers and sisters, dear respected people, proud people of the city of home. For almost 40 years, for 41 years, this ceremony has been held in this place every year in a dignified way. The people across the nation have their eyes cast on the people of home on the 19th of the Iranian calendar month of Day. That's today. As regards that the watershed incident that made history. Well, let me make a statement regarding the occasion of the 19th day and the incident in the city of Rome, and then I will also make a statement regarding our revered martyr, Soleimani. As regards the 19th day occasion, well, we should contemplate, we should learn lessons. Most of you, brothers and sisters who are attending this congregation, you were not present at that time, you have not experienced that event, but the memory of that day remains alive, and we need to learn lessons from that. You know, the past should always be a beacon, guideline for us to show us the future. Now, what happened on the 19th of day, that's the story.
I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit, as this is a lengthy video, so I'm going to see if I can just kind of get into it a little bit here.
They're disposing whatever they want to do as that person who said, just like a cow that should be used for milking. That's what they want Iraq to be like. I mean, faithful elements, brave and courageous Iraqi youths, and the religious jurisprudence in Iraq, they stood against that. And Qasem Soleimani, he provided them assistance as an active military advisor and a great support. Just like the same thing is true about Syria, and the same goes regarding Lebanon. As for Lebanon, the Americans want to, resistance movement, Hezbollah. Americans want to deprive Lebanon of that access. They want Lebanon to be defenseless, standing against the Zionists, defenseless, so that they could go as far as Beirut and capture it as they did in the previous years. This is what they want to do to Hezbollah. So, blessing God, Hezbollah got stronger and stronger day by day. And today, Hezbollah is acting as the hand of Lebanon, as the eyes of Lebanon. That's what Hezbollah is doing now.
And then, of course, you have this story as well. Ukrainian passenger jet crashes in Iran, all 179 on board dead. Now, they're saying that here that it's a crash, but everybody else is saying that Iran shot down a passenger plane. And so, there's conflicting stories. So I'm just going to go to this report here because, of course, they're bringing up their rhetoric against Iran. They're saying that Iran actually shot down this plane when it's an actual plane crash. But, of course, you can't trust anything that the United States says, because you know that they lie all the time. Just look at car fire alone. They try to convince everybody that it was just a tire that blew, when you and I both know that you can't drive that fast with a blown tire anyways, especially a trailer hitch. Either way, though, this was a Mossad operation to blame Iran, of course, because you have Mossad agents everywhere. And here's another article that I thought was interesting. Is U.S. attempting to play an Israeli strategy out against Iran? Robert Inkutesh is a journalist, writer, and political analyst who has lived and reported from the occupied Palestinian West Bank. He has written for publications such as Mint Press, Mondollars, Memo, and various other outlets. He specializes in analysis of the Middle East, in particular Palestine, Israel. He also works for the Press TV as a European correspondent. With the recent response coming from the IRGC to the U.S.'s illegal assassination of General Qasem Soleimani, it is becoming more clear that the Trump administration may be playing at one of two possible objectives. The first possible strategy that is being carried out of the part of the United Snakes is one in which they see to pursue a devastating regional war in which they will attempt regime change in Iran. This will become clear if Trump chooses to respond with harsh airstrikes against Iranian territory. And you and I both know, though, that this could never go to a full-blown war before the mark of the beast is made mandatory. At least it won't go nuclear, that is. The second possible strategy is one which sees its origins in Israel, that is, a strategy which aims to drive a rift between Iran and its regional allies. Last November, the Israeli regime launched a targeted assassination strike in the Gaza Strip, resulting in the murder of the resistance group Islamic Jihad's top commander Bahu Abu Atta when the strike was ordered, killing Abu Atta and several other civilians, along with an attempted assassination in Damascus, many expecting there to be a war between Gaza and Israel. To the Palestinians of Gaza, Abu Atta had the status of General Qasem Soleimani. He was loved and respectable leader of the resistance against Israel. However, following his assassination by Israel, there was only a limited battle between Islamic Jihad and Israel. Islamic Jihad fired rockets, hitting Tel Aviv and beyond, and destroyed many Israeli structures. But it ended with Israel having killed roughly 30 Palestinians, mostly civilians, and there being no confirmed Israeli casualties. Hamas did not participate in the round of hostilities. So either way, though, this is the least of the flock drawing everybody into this war. And you just got to keep on seeing pop-ups like this, you know. And this being the year of prophecy, we're seeing this play out to the T. This is Jeremiah 49, verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Most High, that Basra, which is another term for America, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. And I can't wait for this piece of shit America to be destroyed. I fucking hate it here. Everything about this place is fucked. You know, you can't get anywhere in this fucking place. You know, Esau fucking hijacks the prices, the hegemony, all the shit that Persia is saying, man. We've been feeling it a lot longer over here. I have heard a rumor from the Most High, and an ambassador is sent to the heathen, saying, gather you together and come against her and rise up to the battle. That's why, Persia is not afraid of that piece of shit America anymore. And it's just good to see them retaliate. And I'm glad that they're retaliating, though. It just means that we're getting closer. It means that the mark of the beast is going to be made mandatory soon, and this war will finally be full blown, and it will go nuclear. Seeing the destruction of my enemy, yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen. Talking about Amalek and despised among men. You know, these goddamn gutterettes, the Zionists, the great Satan, they're hated amongst everyone. The terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O that dwells cliffs and the rocks. Talk about you fucking red Hebrew Edomites. Thou holdest the height of the hill. Thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Most High. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Now the key word for America, because where's the high place of Edom? That's America. And everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof. Saith the Most High, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. And again, this is about to take place. So I hope all this has been edifying, and I'll try to get on again soon. Still downsizing, and, don't exactly have a empty room yet to be able to set up. So, just doing the best I can with what I still have For that, I want to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash, Wa Abababal. Brakathum the hopeful elect. And hopefully I'll be back on my regular channel in a couple of weeks. This may be my main channel though. That's the second strike in only less than a month.